Hey y'all. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I had to make sure that my video was monetized and everything. So make sure y'all drop some unicorns in the chat for your girl Tay, baby. Let me know y'all can hear me. Let me know y'all can hear me. Let me know y'all can hear me. It's all right, Sid. It's all right, Sid. I was muted anyway. I hadn't went live anyway. I was monetizing my video. I was getting my shit together. But I appreciate you being here anyway, baby. Hey, moderator, as y'all can see, I was putting y'all thing on the screen to show some acknowledgement that I was in the building. I was here. Hey, LaShawn, drop some unicorns in the chat. Let me know y'all can hear me. Let me know y'all can hear me. Hey, Love Mel. Hey, Rolanda. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. We about to get into it. Truth and facts over all of that. I don't know what all that other stuff is, but we definitely gonna get into it. Hey, Beverly. Hey, Spiritual Butterfly. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Vernita. Hey, everybody coming in. I'm going to speak for now, the middle, and the end, because sometimes when we get into our content, it's not that we don't want to speak. We just don't want to get distracted from the train of thought. And your girl Tay got ADHD. So at the end of the day, y'all going to have to work with me. So if it seems that I did not speak, I apologize. So like I said, we about to get into it. Hey, that one. Hey, Terry, thank you for all that you do. Let me put that copyright disclaimer up there. Let me read it. Let me read it. Hold on. Let me read it. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purpose such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. And they got to add to that, those of the chat is not of my opinion, it is that of their own. Let's get into it, all the grown folks in the building. I appreciate all my loyal Tays and my latte loyals being in the building, baby. Make sure y'all hit that like button for your girl. Support is real, and it's what keeps the channels thriving and driving. So let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I see those unicorns, yes, because we definitely gonna get into it. We definitely gonna into it because I'm confused. It must be that who is out here dry in these internet streets, right? In these internet streets, because at the end of the day, the things that people are doing is solely for views. It's not because of anything that they think. They don't give a fuck who's right, who's wrong. They just going to be on the factors of whatever is going to bring the attention, to get the attention, to be the attention, and whatever it takes for the attention, they are willing to be with it. If you catch my drift. Hey, Kathy. Yes, so I just so happened to catch Up Alive, and I'm pretty sure because y'all seen it, other people have done, but I just wanted to react to the factors of Up Alive to say that's why I've never actually got into a discrepancy with anybody on these social media streets, because I'm going to tell you what people are doing, right? And what I fully feel that people is doing. They say, oh, it's 51 content creators out here, La Truth, da, so on and so forth, right? But if you notice, the conversation got off of what we was out here for. People made it about the divorce because we was a part of it, but it was solely off of the factors of how Upper said domestic violence, right? A lot of people said that they came into this situation due to the factors of domestic violence, right? And a person came out here on the factors of domestic violence. That's how so many people wind up acknowledging the situation from the beginning. Right. Y'all following me, right? So now on the factors of the situation being due to the factors of domestic violence and a woman coming out and supposed to be telling her story. And I say supposed to be telling her story because a story can change. It sure was not her testimony. It sure was not her testimony, right? It was her story. And obviously, at some point within the factors of her telling her story, people figured out that her story wasn't so true. right? Now, in the factors of people showing on factors of knowing that her story wasn't true, it replaced the lie with the truth, right? Hey, Miss Lasanda. Hey, everybody coming in, shout it out. Let's talk about it, right? It basically let everybody identify with the fact is that, hey, we may be dealing with a liar here. This is not adding up. The math is not mathing. You understand? I'm all for, being behind a woman and woman rights and, stand for our Black queen. You know what I mean? In between. But when there's an in between, you have to stand for what's right and what's wrong. It doesn't have nothing to do with the actual sex of the person. If you defending or standing or going for what is right and what is wrong. And once people figured out in a situation that a person was lying, they tried to cover up of what people had put out here far as the truth to let people know, like, look, this ain't adding up. Shorty is lying. And not only did people say she was lying, they had the facts to be able to show because there was proof that she was lying. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? And a lot of the times people come out here and say, oh, Robert could have stopped this a long time ago. Why don't he do this? And why don't he do that? Because I don't know if y'all notice, when you give a person enough rope, they will hang themselves. You don't have to box yourself in a corner to hang yourself along with them. It's bad enough. Listen, the only thing that I'm going to pay for in the factors of this situation, okay, is this damn divorce and custody. Whatever type of custody or visitation that I could get. That's the only thing that I see fit or worth it. Because the other person, see, when you know a person, see, we all view Briana through videos on the internet. We are not in those people's home. I never wanted to predict myself to be that close to the situation as if I was in those people's home, right? So with that being said, when those cameras shut off and those doors close, those people that's behind those doors and them cameras that's no longer on know each other better than any of us on this internet ever could. And one thing that Robert knew, because I don't know if y'all listened to those videos, even down to the one that Cree played in her live earlier, or when she knocked the hat, she went, like, when we talk about and we discuss certain things, right? It's the fact is because we seen these things play out in real time. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it didn't have to go off of that man opening his mouth because she put out the actions for everybody to be able to see. And a lot of people don't like to see themselves from the view of what other people see them if it's not in agreement, if it makes sense. Okay? Hey, everybody coming in. So when people don't agree with you, you tend to lash out, right? So what these people chose to do, because not for nothing, she gave us enough footage for 10 motherfucking years to be able to show all of the reason why this girl is a liar. And if we was able to get that much footage that would be good enough for 10 years that will prove that she is a liar or shows she is a liar, Robert was in the house with her. He knew that her lies would be the demise of her. He told her personally, you need to get help. At the end of the day, you lie as a grown-ass woman for no reason. I'm going to just be honest, right? We've got into arguments, right, with our mate or, people that we cool with. But everybody that has been in this situation that has been cool with her, that's no longer around her, basically describes the actions the same exact way. The same exact way. So we getting it on one end. It's a TV show. She is one of the actors in the TV show. And her characteristics, far as the character that she play, is liar. right? And being that her characteristics is liar, right? Hey, my dudes, being that her characteristics is liar, right? The people that would choose to defend her would have to be liars as well. Because if you stood for anything and the truth was in you, it would be no way that you would be able to stand behind any of the shit that this woman do, right? For example, the only reason why people started going back and forth in this saga was to distract from the factors of the truth that was being put out. We've been here for 3 years almost. Listen, the story has not changed. It is still the same because the person has not changed. Just the characters that also play within the same film has changed. But as long as the actions of that main character in which is playing liar is starring or in the film itself, you're going to get exactly what it is that you're going to get from it. Like, so they seen that people was putting out footage, right? Footage at an all-time high, which was also listen, it was her footage, it was her own words, it was her own actions, right? We going somewhere with this. So if you place negativity in a situation, it distracts from the positivity that's put out, because everybody is not going to take things the same way, right? So you see how I said from the beginning, I never let what people said in this saga distract me from what I came here for. If I came here to put out content, I'm going to be putting out content. If you arguing with the content, then I can understand that. But I don't know you in my real life. That's number one. And for two, I didn't put my real life out. So for those that chose to go digging or put things out that had something to do with me when I was never a part of the storyline, it was for the distraction of the factors of defense. Okay, they felt like, in which some people did, because bitch, who the fuck is you playing with? Why is y'all playing? Like, no, we're not going to allow you to play with me. And some people are definitely like that in real life, not just on these screens. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when you do certain shit to certain people, you're going to get a reaction. You're definitely going to get a reaction. And once they seen that, once they started fucking with people, they got a reaction. It took away from the content that people was putting out that actually showed this girl for who she was. Because at one point in time, if you looked in your timeline, all you seen was a video from at any point in time from any one of the content creators, ones that's here, ones that's not no longer here, but the information was being put out there. And then it turned into argument videos. Okay, now this person arguing with this person arguing with this person, excuse me, which basically made another person felt like, okay, they was off scot-free, because now people is too busy arguing versus factoring or focusing on the lie that has been told or that a person was telling, right? And in the factors of the distraction, what was annoying a person, what was annoying a person, it was still these selective few that still stuck to it. Like, why is they still like, what the fuck? Because no matter what anybody else had to defend, some people still just was focused on their content. And that's the reason why they were being ATTACK'd, not because of anything else, but because they were still continuing to put out the truth on a certain person. People make it seem like, oh, y'all got to be hating. Y'all hating on Briana because why y'all talk about a girl so much and this, that, and the third. When I signed my Google contract and my electronic files for what it is that I do, I said that I was coming here to talk and do content. So I'm not going to stop doing content because other people chose to stop doing content. But this person that I'm doing content on is still putting out content that's worth putting out because it still shows the true characteristics in which people tried to deny a person lied, right? Right? So, and hey, Miss Dee Dee, so in the process of okay, people trying to distract from so much of the truth being put out, even though a couple of content creators was still going strong, like, nah, fuck that. You see this shit? You see this shit? Some people got a whiff of the trend of it. It wasn't no longer about the beliefs. It came about, or it became about where it was cool to be, right? So, in the factors of people trying to figure out where it was cool to be, that's still more of a distraction from the person that was fucking lying, right? So now you still got these couple of content creators that's still putting out the truth, regardless to what is going on within the situation with everyone else. They still bring into the forefront what's actually taking place. Now, in this process, hey, Sexy Ray. Now, in this process, you have some newcomers come along. They not newcomers to the people that we talking about, but they newcomers to the scene far as giving their opinion, right? So now you got more people that's basically saying the same thing and identifying the same lies because the footage is out here. I don't know if the people that defend her watch her videos on mute so they don't hear the shit that she say. So that's the way that they able to deny it, or they are comfortable with supporting the factors of actions that have nothing to do with anything other than negativity. Okay, and we're going to get to the factors of that. The reason why I got up in my thumbnail, she said something that was very, 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 very. She said a couple of things that's very important. Okay, but this one particular thing stood out to me. Right? If a person is here for the factors of one thing, why would they be discussing another? Okay, and I'm gonna be honest with you. The reason why they would be discussing another is because some people only join the choo-choo train because of the monetary gain. It has nothing to actually do with the situation. So that's why I said what it was that I say. So when it comes down to a person, I'm gonna just be honest. I'm not gonna even be saying the person name because they really have no meaning to the situation, right? Because if you saying, and I'm gonna be honest, if a person said that this is what they do, right? Because they look into things and they go for people that's basically on the lower platform, that bigger platforms feel that they can, push around a certain type of way because they don't like what's being said about them, right? That's what was said, right? So if we talking about, and this whole situation came out on the factors of people supposed to be talking about fucking turtles, okay, then why would a ding ding be a topic? Why would evictions be a topic? I'm pretty sure we not looking at, excuse my language, no kitty dicks and no kids ain't paying no rent. So why would penis and evictions be a topic? It would be a topic because people need views and clout, right? And anytime they could get your attention off of anything, that's what they're going to do when they know a certain situation is trending, right? It's multiple shit that goes on out here throughout the year, throughout the day, throughout the week, second, minute, hour after hour, right? Why did it take for the same person that these people spend their days trying to disrespect for them to for him? I don't care what it say or what they say, to put money in their pocket. If you're talking about this person and that is the reason that your channel got monetized, right? And that is the reason that people ever started supporting you, regardless to what else you choose to talk about. Because we're going to give people their credit. Just because you came in talking about one thing, that doesn't mean that that has to be the one thing that you stick to. Am I right or wrong? Right? So, with that being said, if you a content creator out here or you a person that's on the internet, ain't this story done passed so many people. It done been a topic for so many people. Tasha K, other platforms you seen it on. People did videos on it that's not or did not stick to the topic, did bring up the topic. But if you at a low of views, right? Because right now, what else is being that people is really focused on? What else is people really focusing on, right? Hey, voice and value, how you doing today, beautiful, right? So I'm gonna come in here, right? And I'm gonna stir up a little something just for the fact is okay, now that's gonna draw the gravy train in my direction because now people are going to try to figure out where do I fit in this puzzle? Why am I saying what I'm saying? And when a person disagrees with the actual truth, is going to cause controversy. And just because a person chooses to disagree, I mean, act like they disagree with the truth, it doesn't mean that they actually disagree with the truth because they're only there for the factors of the views. Okay? So my thing is right. That was definitely true. You don't know that was true. That's exactly what you're doing. That's what people doing. That's exactly what all of them is doing. What you have here, right, is a classic case of throw your rock and hide your hands, right? And Briana is real good at throwing rocks and hiding her fucking hands, right? This had nothing to do with any kids from the beginning, right? Right? Let's just be honest. It had something to do with that fake ass engagement that nobody believed, right? So a person had to defend their moose, like, what? My nigga, such and such. Why y'all? Because, people really be on the moose neck because we see it. And a person will be mad that they not pulling a wool over your fucking eyes. No, I can see I got big ass glasses, right? I can see you. But with that being said, the fact is of, hey, everybody coming in. I'm speaking. I don't want to get distracted, but I'm speaking. So if I don't speak now, I'll speak later. All right. But just know I love everybody, 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 right? So Briana likes to throw rocks and hide her hands, right? So Sherelle was supposed to be, oh shit, I said a name. I ain't want to give no type. Like, I don't like saying people names on my motherfucking channel. I'm being realistic because I don't like to give them no type of how can I say air, right? But anyway, we all know who the fuck we talking about. But anyway, right? That was a distraction from the fact is that she was about to go camping in a hotel fucking room to do motherfucking content to try to get people to believe something that we actually motherfucking don't. In all her prostitute outfits, okay? Because if you were a man that actually gives a fuck about you, I'm gonna be real. Ain't no way you gonna be sashaying up nobody's motherfucking vacation area with my motherfucking two kids, if that's what it is, if they exist, and you half motherfucking naked. Now, I'm not saying you got to wear, excuse me, not being funny, no Muslim type dress and shit, because when you do have children, those of us that's had children, when you getting back to your actual self, you like to show it off. But this person didn't gain no baby weight, nothing, right? To be able to show off nothing. The only thing that they went and did was go someplace far to prostitute and with a pimp. Because me personally, that's how it looks to other people when this man can't care nothing about you if he's walking around with you and your whole ass out, okay? People that give a fuck about something, they don't want everybody else to be able to see it, right? Now, I'm not saying men got to be on some old strong arm shit. Why you wearing that? What's that? It's not what you do. It's always definitely how you do it, right? Now, you have to go naked because on side of everything, you've lost mad weight, friend. And that's because you trying to keep up with this fucking lion, right? Because you put up a name and posted it on your page. And I'ma just be honest. She been on vacation from YouTube for the motherfucking longest. She ain't talked about you or nobody the fuck else, right? So I'm confused. What would have been the point in putting somebody in a situation that had nothing to do with the situation at all, right? Because a person likes to stir up the mix, right? And I don't know if she didn't feel like her people over there wasn't quieting us down enough. So she had to go with a little bit of extra something. I guess that's what she thought. But, right? It was supposed to be us over here in fear that who this girl is going to do something to. No, this is not this and this is not that. We're still going to report the fact that you're a liar. We're going to show the fact is that you're a liar. And the proof is still going on that you're lying. You're sitting over there looking like you've been crying for 40 days and 40 goddamn nights, right? 40 days and 40 nights, right? You went on vacation without your fucking 4 kids. The only thing that you keeping them close with is that rusty ass chain that you got on your motherfucking neck from Timu. And I wish you would change it. How the fuck you gonna buy a nigga a $30,000 chain, right? That was the second one, not the first one, the second one, right? But then you sitting here doing lives with bags from tears in your motherfucking eyes, half naked with a rusty chain on, with your kid's name on it, and then had the nerve to change the order in your on your post on the top of your page. And from Jarnell back the other way is where you will see the kid's name. That relationship, right? That you in is just as tarnished as that chain is becoming. Okay? You can't be mad that we are not fooled. So when you throwing other people out there to try to stir up some shit, create a different narrative, it still didn't work because all it made people do, boo, was reveal more of the truth on you. You see how shit always backfire on her, y'all, right? Do y'all see how shit always backfire on her? Like she's the boy that cried wolf, right? Anything that you put out into the ear for somebody else will become your own. When will a person learn that, right? Hey, Hill with Tree, yeah, with Tree, right? When will a person learn that? She said, oh, Robert was skinny, he was broke, and this, that, and the third. Well, sister, ho, 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 ho. Who's skinny now? Who's skinny now? Because you running around with your head way bigger than your fucking body. And I'm going to tell you the truth. I never noticed that them eyes was that crooked when she was with the truth. It seemed like the less she tell the truth, the more them shits get stuck out of place. I'm telling you the truth. I believe they only have one child. Listen, I can't believe shit I ain't seen. I don't care what the fuck you parade in front of me, but as long as it's covered, I can describe it for what it is that I choose to. So that's what it's going to be. And it wasn't for the fact is of anybody trying to make sure or make it to where they was talking about what her kids look like or trying to talk down. Only thing we try to do is talk her up when it comes to the motherfucking kids, because you could do better. How the fuck you bought yourself all them whole outfits from Timu, right? And you couldn't do the same for your goddamn babies. Okay, and that's the shit that we call out about the kids. I'm not gonna be on no motherfucking hush hush. See something, say something. Some people are mandated motherfuckers to where at the end of the day, she better be lucky that people are just reporting it. For those that chose, I wouldn't do that. That's not something that I would do. I would never be the person to call CPS on her. I would actually continue to try to be the person to advise her of the imperfections that I see and a couple other people, and hopefully as a person she be willing to change it at some point in time. That's a part of her brand too, her motherfucking kids, but it's also a part of her mothering. And fuck just putting on the factors of mothering for the internet. The kids in your home need you actually to pay attention to some mothering. So see something, say something. Hey, Amelia, too cute. Let me read some of these comments, y'all. She already discarded the children. Talk about it. It's sad to say her kids go along with the relationship that she in. And you just mad that other people see. Hey, Miss Beauty Judy. I don't believe hope those are real babies. A lot of people don't believe that. And that's what the fact is. I can't agree to something that I don't believe. And you could get mad at me for the factors of it, but that's a you problem. That's not a me problem. So the situations that people got on the internet talking about what people look like, where they come from, the evictions. I don't give a fuck if I lived in a hole. Okay? Or if another person lived in a hole. It does not matter. Eviction doesn't matter. Those situations, how people look, where they came from, the records, this, that, and the third. What matters is the factors of spotting a lie. If I could spot a lie, it doesn't matter what my location was when I spotted it. It doesn't matter where the location was, because when those kids was online with the truth, they were front and center. So it kills me now to hear them talking about having Moski online when they are an internet fucking family. They live their life on the internet, okay? The only reason why she took the kids off the oldest ones is because people was calling on her shit. Why this one ain't got a haircut? Why her shoes look like that? Where the clothes at? Like, what's good? What's good? You going out, you catching flights to go see niggas in New York, and you doing this and you doing that, but your other situation is not reflecting that. So you're gonna get upset. That's like it's basically an adult tantrum. She has an adult tantrum, and then what the way she handles her situations is by going and try to call somebody on somebody else that maybe or think that they may be in agreement with her at that point in time, and then she lives her situation vicariously through that person by listen, yeah, so and so, and now another person to be out here feeling like they going hard in defense of a person, and to come to find out the whole time the person that they thought they was defending was a fucking liar. My thing is, you put Robert information on the internet, personal information, address, and everything for people to attack this motherfucking man. Okay? You put Toya information on the internet for people to go and attack this woman and her kids. Okay? You put Kevin and his wives' supposed information out on the internet. You put our information out on the internet. Do you notice it's a pattern? Anybody that does not agree with Bree, she tries to put in some type of situation to cause a person hardship. And the hardship that she causes, because I'ma just be honest, she don't give a fuck about near one of them supporters over there. So them putting themselves in a situation for her don't have nothing to do with her. If you choose to be the crazy bitch and go out there and jump off a roof for me and do all type of shit to people that you know that you're not supposed to do, then that's something that you will have to deal with, boo. And basically, that's the way that she distracts people from what the truth is supposed to be about her. Because now a person normally would be in the factors of windmilling, right? That's what they call it, windmilling, right? Trying to deal with the factors of people attacking their own personal lives just because of how they feel. We, the people, haven't seen her at the doctor's office for them for them turtles immunization 2 month shots yet at all. Sure haven't. Sure haven't. And I sure said in my video because I was trying to figure that out. Unless they go with a sir. I know he from the Allen and all of that. And I know people from the Allen be having certain beliefs. They don't be believing in immunizations and certain shit like that. So Les is one of those. Oh shit. Now she gonna come out with a video talking about because Ja from the Allen, her kids don't get immunizations. Shit. I done gave her the one up, y'all. I done gave her the one up, y'all. Hey, Lupac, baby. Like, it's bad because you got different content creators that show you things from their aspect and how they see it. You got some that come through and they explain things in their own way. You got some people that come through and they basically show the proof evidence of what it is that they saying. So what they're doing is giving a description what it is that they're showing. They're not actually the people that's putting the stuff out there on this person. A person is putting the shit out there on themselves. And I'm just going to be honest, as a regular person, a on social media person, a social media influencer, or whatever, my kids would never be my content if it wasn't surrounding some positive shit. I'm just going to be honest. When we first started in the situation, when it came down to the factors of her even being pregnant, because a person lied so much, people couldn't even phantom the factors of whether a person was telling the truth or not. Let's get into it. That's a sad life to live, right? So now a person goes with the narrative like, okay, so damn, when I do have my babies, I'm not going to even show them and this, that. And that's a person's choice. And it's a personal choice. Can't nobody ever fault a mother for feeling that way. But when you come and constantly play with your children online, and allow another person to play with your children too, that's what people have a problem with, boo. You're allowing your children to be used as content. You want to be the content, to be honest. Like that little bum ass thing that Moose Boy did, Moose Man, right? He gonna put the baby up on his live and then quickly take it down. People know what it is that they be doing. First of all, ain't nobody biting that bum ass bullet by reposting your motherfucking baby picture so you could sit there and be on something. Look, now they're posting my baby picture, dragging. No, we're dragging your fucking moose, okay? Because we see you trying to make anime eat the fucking cake. We see you, Ike, and you mad that people see that Ike is definitely Ike. In the video that I displayed, did y'all not see how he shoved that shit in her face? And did y'all not see her reaction? When you in playfulness or you playing with a person and you're not embarrassed, it's going to be a different type of body language that comes along with that. That wasn't the type of body language that you give. It was on some stop. No, she's not a responsible parent. Okay, you just came off a vacation. Your kids was on vacation and they couldn't go with you. Mind you, you only left your house to go to do content somewhere else with a different background because people was talking about your fucking bathroom. Okay. And then you got out the bathroom and you allowed a nigga to put you in the attic. Listen, this is all on the internet. None of this is coming from me. None of this is coming from me. So you allowed a person to put you in in the attic, right? You was placed up in the attic. Niggas went so bad at you in the attic that you had to say that you and this man was getting engaged, right? Now, outside of the factors of you saying that you and this man was getting engaged, right? Now you gotta go and do something. So now y'all plan a trip. What's this like supposed to be the fake engagement trip? But y'all only went to do content. Y'all didn't go to no real nothing to do really nothing. Y'all was in the hotel. You put on your whole fits. You went and stepped in the sand. After the sand, you had Moose Man dancing, doing TikToks because I don't know if people know it or not. I don't know if people know it or not, but I'm going to tell them. All right. Facebook ain't paying for lives like that no more. So whoever was doing lives and used to getting that type of live money, they have been extremely affected, right? Because now you get paid off of reels, right? So why do you think they went to go do content to make more reels? Every reel she was doing beforehand was in the bathroom. She couldn't continue to do her reels in the bathroom. Like, she needs a different change of scenery, right? So she left her babies, took her moose, right? The four, because I know that those exist, and they, no matter how old they get, they will always be her babies, hopefully, right? Instead of her using this time for them to all be able to spend time together and get away in a beautiful place and actually make content showing people them enjoying being together. I'm talking about her and the kids, not the moose. Okay? That would have been something to view. But for you to go and be a fake ass Timu model, right? For Timu to be a fake ass Timu model, we don't get it. Because is that what you threw the rock? Was that why you threw Sherelle is the rock, y'all? She's the rock. Why did she throw? So that was the rock she threw, basically to distract us from this bum ass trip that she was about to take. And then she tried to deflect and say that people was talking about her motherfucking children. No, if we was talking about children, it was only us talking about that childlike ass body that you running around with right now. Okay? Because ain't no way. And I swear, when Cree said it earlier, that was me when I said it in my fucking video. When I seen her silly ass let that man spin her around in that leopard ass suit, that shows how gullible she really is. This is the same person that says she ended up in this relationship just to prove to the person that she's with that she no longer wanted her ex-husband. That's what she said. I had to, I had to make sure that, so I had to show him. So I made it a fit. No, if that's the way that you did still want your ex-husband, though. That's not something that people was just putting on you. Hey, Nina. Hey, Miss Toady. Hey, Brown Cake. Let me see. Hey, Kim's reaction show. How you doing, girl? Like, you came up here and you said this man had $84 in his account. You showed all his tax record. So you came up here manic, all out of character, showing people what you felt you needed to show because we was not convinced of a lie. So you went to the fullest of extreme to get people to believe you to the best of your ability. And we don't believe anything that you have to say. So that's why when it comes down to the children and you want to come on the internet and make it seem like that's your most important thing, you're lying. And that's the only conversation that was had about that. But let's get back to the factors of the lie and how somebody's life is still being affected. Okay, just because you decide to move on or whatever the fuck you saying that you did, because you ain't move on, because you still looking back. Okay, but the damage that you caused is still taking effect. Okay, this man, the career that he had before he met you has been basically damaged because he decided to marry you. And that is some selfish ass shit. Because if we want to talk about the motherfucking kids, it seemed like his kid is the one that's living within the factors of happiness right now, and the other ones is being shuffled around with whoever chooses to babysit them so you could run and do your shit. That's it. That's it. Hating on, she's a guy. Who the fuck want to hate on a liar? Who want to hate on a liar? And her shit is fucking struggling. She's not getting paid for no motherfucking lives no more. All that shit she was coming up here bragging about, it no longer exists. That's why everything within her lifestyle is fucking changing. This was Miss Floss a lot. She's not flossing nothing. She's falling the fuck off. So I'm damn sure not going to waste my time on coming up here and choosing to lie on somebody that the truth is worse enough. You ain't got to add nothing. She would be the type of meat that would need no seasoning. It already comes salty, like fatback. The fuck? Because you threw this rock, it was so, oh, yeah, they really going, what the fuck? No, nobody cares. And it doesn't change the fact that you are who you are. If anything, that person better actually sit back and actually know who the fuck they dealing with when it comes to you, so they don't end up in some shit where they end up destroyed too. Because everything you touch, you destroy. People, places, and things. Yes, fat back without the fat. Just some salty, yes. She stay lying on TikTok, yes. And I'm gonna tell you one thing, woo child, I've been fucked up. Cause Facebook, they don't give filters no more, right? And I'm gonna be honest, I never wore filters or used the filters on Facebook any goddamn way. So if I was funny looking before the filters to you, then I guess I'll be funny looking after the filters is going to you, right? But it's a lot of motherfuckers that I've realized over this last couple of week and a half that's very fucking funny looking. And the filters was turning these people into different characters. Like, you know, like how motherfucking Incredible Hulk. You know Bruce Banner. He would be regular, he get angry, he turn into the Hulk. These people be regular, they get angry, they press that live button, they become the Hulk. They live their life through that filter. These people, like, I have been it is some funny looking and I'm not really saying like funny looking is not calling somebody ugly, because I could be funny looking to somebody too, and that's okay. I don't mind. But a lot of people that I'm getting to see their real face now, it's like, oh shit, that was you? That was you behind that filter? So maybe we didn't realize that them eyes was cocked as they is because the filters was filtering. Maybe she had a straight eye filter that would correct the fucking vision to where when she did look in the camera, the filter's eye was straight. So we didn't get to see the crookedness at the time. But for the other motherfuckers that I don't realize how they actually like, wow, now I see why. Latte, raise your hand if your hand is being spit on and abused. Right. There we go with the pew pew. And let's speak about that, right? Let's speak about the factors of that, right? I don't think that it would be kind of smart, right, to brag about a person that you said that a person did shit that will cause extreme harm to children, to then come out and put out a petition about children to drop them off with a person that caused harm to the same children. I'm confused because just like who live was I fucking watching? Well, listen, I watch all my girls live, so I'm gonna have to remember. But you dropped the kids off, but you didn't drop them off. Oh, I was watching Auntie Pimo video, right? And it showed them kids in the car with their daddy, right? Supposed daddy, right? And in my mind, I'm thinking like, you punk motherfucker, right? And the reason I'm thinking he's a punk motherfucker is for this reason. Not only was you not how can I say visible for 8.5 years, right? Visible for 8.5 years, because people only learned of you after this divorce. So you don't still exist, right? And that's why you try to use Robert name to get some. That's only motion you've had to your page for people to come and witness you wearing aluminum jewelry. This man is running around with aluminum jewelry, standing in the fucking sun, trying to burn up all his motherfucking neck, talking about he religious, but standing there looking like a piece of cooked fucking bacon. And I'm trying to figure out what man that got any morals. Your man, your son, right? You as a man, watch. Thank you. I appreciate you, honey, right? You as a man was able to watch your son on TV with another man calling him daddy. You was willing to sit back and watch another man get praises for something that you saying that you created. You mean to tell me that you was within a picture or within a situation and you've been around, and you as a man You allowed your kids to call the next man daddy. So when you came around, what did the kids like? Daddy one, daddy two? Because daddy one would be Robert, right? So what would you be like, daddy two? Or did they call you something like father? Father? Huh? Let me know. Cause ain't no way no real man gonna be able to stand around while they kids is giving somebody all praises for something that they are supposed to be doing or functionally doing themselves, right? But yet you have kids in a whole nother household. Because remember, he's married. He married. She was fucking on a married man. Y'all, she was fucking on a married man. Y'all fucking on a married man. But yet she go with the Bible so hard, but you stay fucking in sin. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Hey, everybody coming in, right? So now he walking around. He got the boys matching clothes with him. He's getting all of the love that a father is supposed to, or a daddy is supposed to get from his children. So you mean to tell me you was able to be around and see that taking place and it wasn't never no correction? You stood and let another man come out to the world and say, listen, these is my kids, right? And we didn't see you writing no statuses then. We didn't see you writing statuses like, that's a lie. Those is my kids. We ain't see no argument. We ain't see no Bible verses being thrown. We ain't see no aluminum foil jewelry. We ain't see you melting in the sun. We ain't see none of that. But now we just conveniently see you in a Corvette with aluminum jewelry on your neck and all the essentials that it take with a build a baby daddy kit, right? So Bree put her build a baby daddy kit in place, right? And that's when you popped out, because I'm not going to be able to watch a video where this bitch is putting a man out or mad at a man because he won't adopt my kids. Why the fuck would a nigga need to adopt my kids if I'm active? You mean to tell me it wasn't no beef? It was. Tell me if I'm wrong, y'all. Drop them unicorns in the chat to let me know y'all active, baby. All right, all my latte lawyers and loyalties, because I'm confused, because the people that's playing parts in this situation have no credibility, and the one that they disrespect the most is the only one with credibility. So I'm confused in the situation of how people own actions don't dictate the people that they are, right? But other people could put actions on another person because they speaking the truth. Make it make sense. Hey, gosh, child D, thank you, baby. Kiss my nephew for me, and I still got his snacks and everything, okay? Now, I'm going to just tell you, I eat baby snacks too, so me and him going to be sharing. We going to be up late nights, early mornings. I'm with it. Yes, how you as a man, I know damn well ain't no way another man gonna sit there and be letting offsprings of his give acknowledgement to somebody else if he's playing a part in the picture. Why we didn't get to see no pictures actively? You had something to prove. Listen, Queen Step brung him outside. Queen Step brung him outside. He was upset. He said, I don't usually do this internet shit. Yes, you do. You're doing it now because the real bitch is you. But anyway, right? So now he decided to put this little video together, right? I'm pretty sure y'all seen the little video he put together, right? Oh yeah, listen, come whenever you ready. Ain't no rush. Shit, if I'm not here when you come pick him up, just know we went to Dunkin' Donuts to get us a matcha. A matcha latte. But listen, he put up videos. I'm pretty sure y'all seen it. The video was from before him in the situation happened with Briana and after the situation happened. with Briana. He wasn't at no amusement parks. He wasn't playing no sports. He wasn't in no barber shops with them getting haircuts. It wasn't no moments where he was teaching them how to tie a tie. It wasn't no daddy-daughter moment pictures. Like, you know, when you go to the family album, you pulls out the family flicks. So if you was going to pull out some flicks to show that you was conjointed on some family shit, we got to see you in the garage, in the back of the house, behind the cars, in the cars, on the cars. The kids was on the floor. The kids had a plate on the floor. You was picking them up in the gas station, nothing more. The kids was in the car. That's all we got to see. So now when it comes down to the daddy title, this is the reason why until you can, when niggas was like, who the fuck is this? When you said you was the kid's daddy, this was me. I don't believe it. And they ain't they motherfucking daddy. Okay? Because not unbeknownst to LaTruth, he never asked about you. LaTruth never asked about him. That's why he never knew about that vid, because you know she queen do a live and delete, right? He never seen that video where Bree is talking about the baby father chased her with pit bulls and motherfucking pistols. When the person asked him that on the interview, his eyebrows were stuck in the air for like 20 motherfucking minutes. Like, wait, pistols? Pit bulls? Shit. This the first time I'm hearing this is from you. Shit, that goes to show how much the bitch lie. Like, wait, what? Hey, Auntie Pimo. Thank you for dropping in. I love you the long way. Near far, you know you got my heart. Yes, but we Auntie Pimo. If you listening, we trying to figure out where did the renter daddy come from? The build the baby daddy. The build the baby daddy, because ain't no way a real man gonna stand in and play a background and allow somebody to be who they saying that they supposed to be on the main line. LaTruth, we seen him do everything with them kids. At some point, they was around him so much, they started looking like him. We really started thinking that they was his. We thought they was his. So why would somebody, first of all, you could tell she dumb, right? Because when somebody marry you, they take responsibility for you and everything that comes with you, right? So if your kids was there in the situation when you got married, when he decided to marry you, he took on the package deal. He wasn't just marrying you, he married y'all. He married into a family. He became a family and made the family whole. Because see, the Bible thrower, he made sure that the kids he had with his wife wasn't bastards, right? He made sure his kids wasn't bastards, right? They was not made out of wedlock. But being that you was fucking a married man, the only way your kids became unbastards is because this person decided to marry you and also take responsibility for them. Am I right, y'all? Let me know if I'm right. So it didn't have to be an adoption when a person signed on a dotted line that they was already willing to be responsible for everything that came with you and for you. Oh shit. Unfortunately, Robert, I bet you didn't know what the fuck that meant at that time. Shit. When you signed on that dotted line for everything that came with her and for her, I bet you didn't know it was going to be this much shit. I bet you that. Mm-hmm. Yes, he unbastarded them kids. Yes, he did. He unbastarded them kids. He was responsible for them kids. And I never seen nobody complain about that. Why we don't never see the videos of when Robert used to be online with her kids. And that's the reason why people know who they is, because they was also a part of the content, because they are an internet family. And when you're not ashamed of something, you choose to show it, right? And being at that point in time, Robert was the one that was proud of them kids. And that's why he showed them kids off. And not for nothing, family content makes for great content. I'm going to be honest. When I do videos with me and my kids, I get great views from that and great feedback, because people still need to know that there's some type of realistic shit going on in the world. Like, oh shit, real people do still exist. People still have fucking families. Like, wow, this is interesting. So the more that people can get to see family content, you understand what I'm saying? The more positive of a following in a community you will have. We didn't see none of this negativity when they was together. Why? We didn't see as much of her body when they was together. Why? You ain't see her wearing no shit like that when she was with motherfucking Robert. Not because you can make it seem like, oh, a person was controlling. No, you're not gonna be a hoe with me. If you supposed to be my wife, why are you in a relationship hoe? How you are in a relationship hoe? Make it make sense. I thought Robert was their father. Me too, Miss Lisa. When all your baby daddies regret knowing you, it says a lot about your character. Listen, anytime in Lupac's premiere, right? Because y'all seen it the other day. Shout out the Pac, okay? The big one, not the little one, because if we're going to talk about receipts, the receipts be receipting, okay? And for her to be able to put in her premiere, right? In order, in order. The way this person lied on each person once they no longer wanted to be her person. Is it a coincidence, or is it just this person's characteristics? Her characteristics is lying. And the way that she chooses to destroy people when they no longer want to be with her because she feels destroyed is by lying on them. That's the reason why she lied the fuck on us. Listen. Oh, stuck eye. Don't be fucking lying on me, okay? And I'm going to tell you why. Unlike some people that's on this motherfucking internet and they involved in this shit, I'm not willing to go to jail or hell over something that I choose to give my opinion, because my kids is the most important thing to me, right? And I'm not willing for my kids to be in no type of situation because of a lying ass breed. But when you lie on fucking people, you put them in situations that are not within their control. You put our motherfucking name on a worldwide motherfucking internet. And I'ma just be honest. Everybody that has put that fucking post in a video and did not cover the names, it just got me even more irritated, okay? Because the factors of going viral. Nobody gives a motherfucking factors of going viral when your safety is put in fucking jeopardy. And when people got kids that they care about, they actions shows that, right? And I don't come on the internet any type of way for a person to be lying on me, putting motherfuckers in jeopardy. I give a fuck what I do to get the clout that I get, if that's what you want to call it. I'd rather positive clout than negative clout. I'm not going to come up here and clown my kids because I'm a representative and a representation of them. Okay? So when I come up here, I'm not going to be coming up here to put myself in situations that may affect them. They not talking about no motherfucking body. So they shouldn't be in those situations that come from anybody being talked about. You want to be lying on motherfucking people. Always lying on fucking people. Okay? The fuck? You're going to have to find a new talent. We tired of this one. We ain't never like it from the beginning. But at this point in time, the shit is sickening. All right. And I told you, that is a sickness. They have names for it: pathological, habitual. And then, like I said, there's maybe a couple of other titles that you can put to it. But if a person goes untreated, they will remain to stay sick, and they will continue to throw the same infections out over and over and over again. Why the only way that you feel to about the only way I can get people out my system is by exposing them, is because then I know from that point on, ain't no going back. Bitch, it wasn't no going back before then. Everybody that said they wasn't fucking with you no more made sure that they let you know they wasn't fucking with you no more. So you mean to tell me you had to call yourself exposing and lying on a person for you to feel like you broke up the situation so you can be okay? Let me find out. Let me find out. Fucking out here lying on people, and then got a group of liars right behind you, cheerleading the shit that you do, but nobody's going to be distracted. We don't give a fuck what they choose to talk about, who they choose to talk about. Those that know, they know. Okay. And what you will be upset for is that people will continue to come out here and show the dumb shit that you choose to do. Like, why is this girl talking about Robert Dick if his dick ain't the one that made the turtles? His penis ain't got nothing to do with that conversation. How, if we even chose to talk about the factors of a situation, how does he have any control in that? What does he have to do with that? And for all of the people that was over there talking about him getting that child hair braided, how the fuck she look better with him than he do with her, and she's the fucking female in the situation? That goes to show who was actually keeping the kids the fucking together. Okay? And since we want to be talking about, let's tell some truth when we ain't got to tell a lie. Because the truth is big all within itself. Okay? You ain't come out here as the way you are right now. The way a person looks right now is not the way we met them. That's not the way we met them. Thank you, beautiful. That's not the way we met them. Bree came out here with stiff wigs, bad teeth, okay, and a Best Buy t-shirt and a couple of other things, right? Now, throughout the situation, she started looking a lot better. You understand? Because a person upgraded her. But what's sad is within the situation that she's in right now, she's going back to looking like the old her, friend. She going back looking to the old her, because her deadbeat ass ways is not gonna ever give her or get her no good luck. You want to be comfortable with the kid that's with the relationship that you are current in, and then the other ones get pushed to the fucking background because they are now with the babysitter. He's not no fucking baby daddy. He's the motherfucking babysitter. Okay? He's the babysitter. That's it. No more, no less. That's somebody she paid to keep the kids while her and her moose went on motherfucking whatever you want to call, because that's not a motherfucking vacation. When you go on vacation, you actually vacate. You mean to tell me this nigga was dancing in the sand, but he couldn't even get down in the sand on one knee and give you a proper engagement, baby? I thought when you flew over there, we was gonna actually get to see some shit. We ain't get to see nothing except for a case of malfucking nutrition. All we got to see is malnutrition. That, like, I'm being real with you. You got on you wearing that rusty ass chain. You could at least, if you did get it from you could at least got it dipped in gold. And I'm doing a video. I was editing. Listen, I sound dumb as fuck. I was editing a video. There we go. There we go. Okay. But you know, editing takes some time. And I wanted to do this live. Okay. Because I was editing that video since yesterday. Right. But within the factors of the video, right, we're going to show How the factors of, remember when Robert got down on bending knee and everything, and on top of the fact is like you could actually see the ring with the man because the man was giving you the ring. It wasn't just the factors of the ring being in the picture and you shaking your finger. Was that the fake finger that was broke? Was that the finger that was fake broke? Because you know you had a ring discrepancy when you was with Robert too. I don't know if people forget about that, but the supporters was actually accusing you then of buying your own ring, or it was a little, I think it was a little ring debacle then. And then she came and say, yeah, I did buy myself a ring. He bought me one, but then I wanted a bigger one, and this, that, and the third, because basically she likes to appease to what the people think. It has nothing to do with the thought of love or the ticket of love or the act of love that comes behind it. It's the narrative that she feel people are going to, because just 4 months ago you was in your car talking pure shit about this man that you're on a beach with, right? And you mean to tell me you couldn't even get an engagement where people actually where people actually got to see him ask for your hand in communion? Is that the right word, y'all? Is the word communion? Because right now he's sitting out here treating you like a side piece with benefits, right? A side piece, yeah, you heard me, a side piece with benefits. You know how the fuck you go in a chicken spot if you from New York? They got chicken spots. You could get a 2-piece with a biscuit, or if you want to, you could up the meal and add French fries and a fucking soda. And basically, the kids is the French fries, right? Right. The benefits is the soda, and she's just the, but like he's the chicken in the box, and he's getting chicken because of her chicken ass, and he's living off of her chicken until his chicken gets where it need to be, because he knows who you are, Bree. Okay, when y'all was in that recording, did y'all not hear Jonell say, you just want this to be on live? You just want this to be on live. He knows that you trying to get some type of receipts to be able to destroy him once y'all no longer together, if that's what the case may be, right? But he couldn't even do no real content with you without embarrassing you. Talking about I'm getting thick, where? Ain't nothing getting thick but them bags underneath her goddamn eyes. She has to continue with the storyline. Right. But the storyline has been torn the fucking part, because I'm just being honest. Just like this girl say, oh, if I look into it and Bree find out that Bree was lying, then, oh, but first of all, wait a minute. You said if you look into it? I thought you said you sat back and watched. How you gonna look into it and sit back and watch? Wait a minute. Hold on. That's confusing. That's confusing. So you sit back and watch, but then you're gonna look into it. Well, which one did you do? Because now you starting to seem like a liar, just like Hubble. So we confused. Did you sit back and watch? Right? Or are you going to look into it? Because if you was going to look into it, then you should have shut the fuck up until you actually looked, right? You shouldn't have told us about sitting. Okay, if you was gonna sit, you should have actually just sat the fuck down and been quiet if you didn't know what the situation was actually pertaining until you actually looked into it. But by you speaking before you looked into it, it kind of made you look kind of stupid, and it fucked up your credibility, because I actually followed the girl, right? And I thought it was kind of cool what she stood for. Like, nah, she really be going out there, doing her ones and twos when it. But now that just makes me think about every other story that you've played a part in. That's kind of like, the lady with the uneven ankles over there that came and said that she dropped the picture on Robert. Everything after that, her credibility was shot. I can never believe nothing that you say again. I don't give a fuck what you put out. To me, it will always be a lie. So now once I catch a person in a lie, I'm just going to serve you up as a liar, right? So now you decided to put what you got on the internet at risk for a person that's losing they fucking shit on the internet, right? Because if you sat and watched, right, wouldn't that be consistent of you looking into something? And if you didn't look into it, why would you be speaking on it until you did? I mean, that's just the question. Where a mother that over the right? Listen, we ain't gonna never. When we gonna see why them kids wasn't left with their grandparents? You ain't breastfeeding them fucking babies no more. You ain't breastfeeding them babies. If that's what you saying, no motherfucking more. What, she possibly couldn't leave the doll babies with nobody. Wasn't nobody willing to be responsible for the doll babies possibly catching water damage or anything of the fucking sort. Because me personally, if it was drop the kids off with their daddies and this, that, and the third, if that one was with you, why the fuck wasn't the family there to basically be able to be helpful or conducive to you? We ain't seen his mama around you since you pulled that I'm pregnant stunt. Since she pulled that I'm pregnant stunt, it showed you that's because didn't she come out here and say Jonelle mama was an ex crackhead? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Didn't she say one of his parents was a recovering addict or some shit like that? She said your mama was a crackhead, Moose. 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 Then she called one, ooh, child. She called one of your parents a ex-crackhead, okay? A surviving crackhead, a used to be crackhead, and then gonna sit there and try to, ooh, yeah, that mama ain't gonna never watch them babies. At least not with her included. Hey, Miss LaSonda, happy you back. Happy all day. Hey, baby. Yep, but we ain't gonna never see grandmama. Hey, Harmony. We ain't gonna never see, okay? It was his daddy, right, Harmony? Yes, she said that man was a crackhead. She said that man was a crackhead and didn't want to bring him around like, oh, yeah, well, this is Jaw's daddy. You mean this is Jaw O's crackhead? This is his old crackhead, the daddy that you used to speak of that was on crack? Mm-hmm. That part. I see, you can't forget, especially when it's out here on the internet. That's just what she said. I remember she said one of that man parents was ex-crackhead. And when that lady went on that trip, first of all, that goes to show you how a person lies, because she put that trip out to the internet like it was everything. Not the factors of what the truth was, because basically you was sitting there battling for attention between this man and his mama, to the point that you said that you was going to leave and go home for what other reason than the fact is that you didn't get your way. Because, bitch, why did you bring me all this to make me think that we was doing something for my son, knowing I don't fuck with you like that, and then gonna put me on camera so basically you feel like I have to fake my fuck reaction? Because if we was not on camera, she probably would have said, yo, you dumped one in this crazy bitch. You dumped one in this. No. Why you think when he was live at his house or wherever he was at that point in time with his mother, and she came out there in the back of the house and she seen that he was on live watching Robert, she was like, turn that off, turn that off, turn that off. Won't you turn that off, Ja? Just turn it off. Like, I mean, I smoked the weeds, but I remember like Michael Jackson. Do you remember the time? Do you remember the time? Okay. Because I'm confused. I'm about to report somebody. It's the adults. They should have adult CPS, but that's called the mental institution. And all them motherfuckers is mental and need to be reported some type of way. Because the kids is the smartest people within the situation, if you want to be honest. If you want to be honest. And the smartest other situation that happened in the situation is that she came across Robert in her path of life, because that was what was able to show those kids the blessing that they got and the attention that they received for the years that she was around or with that man, baby. They have not got nothing near the attention that they received within the 6 years that they was within a home with that man. Now they're the background. They're pushed to the background because what's made to be pushed to the forefront is her relationship. The relationship that she is too embarrassed for it to be over with. We seen those receipts that Dawn had brung out here and a couple of other people, and it basically said the same thing. If me and Job break up, that's going to look crazy because now I got 4 kids. I done sat there and put myself in a situation with this man. These people, basically, she's worried about what the internet is thinking and what the internet is going to say. And basically, all of the people on the internet is saying the same thing. Use a hoe. Ho, use a hoe. Okay, and if you see a hoe, you call a hoe, because only a hoe is going to travel that many motherfucking miles to put on hoe attire. You was not doing a swimsuit magazine. You was not going there to model anything. You was still going there in the factors of parenting. But if you put your pussy in your kid's face in Atlanta, what made us think it was gonna be any goddamn different when you went to the palm trees? I'm confused. I'm confused. Hey, Sunflower. Hey, Angela. It's the lies for me. It's the lies for everybody. All right? I'm going to just be honest with you. At the end of the day, how many daughters said it the best the other day? Why she ain't in jail? Like she just sit there and willfully commit crimes on people, false accusations, incitement, incitement, okay, threats, things that can cause bodily harm to people, all type of things. She got a couple of charges. So when people like, oh yeah, Robert went in there and oh, he put her in contempt. Good job. Because see, he's not the type of man that is able, how can I say, you see how we say the internet tricked her out of her marriage, walked her right on out of it. She thought she was wearing a super cape. She thought she was a superhero. She thought she was the big business. Like, what, nigga? I'm the function. Ain't nothing functioning without Bree. And Robert showed her differently. Well, you can keep your non-functioning ass the fuck over there. Because whatever function you got going on, I don't want to be a part of the function. Okay, this is the same person that was showing up to his house with lingerie, trying to give up some coochie. And he said, if you don't tell her, listen, I'm not going to be fucking you in private, but then you lying on me in public, you got me fucked up. You better go out there and tell people the truth, not the half truth, not your truth, the real goddamn truth. Okay? But, hey, Queen Fee. I like people that's not easily controlled. Just because you tell a person to do something, that doesn't mean that they have to do it or even do it within your timing or even go about doing it the way that you say to do it. Because every time that we found out something, we found out after the process was already done when it came down to Robert. Because if you're going to handle business, that's what you do. You handle business. When he went in there for the divorce, she was online telling everybody, I went for the divorce. And he didn't have to say much because why? The truth is going to tell itself. Then everybody found out Robert went for the divorce, right? So now when it comes down to the factors of the visitation, Robert went for visitation. He, as a man, went and stood in the courtroom for his kid to be able to get those visits. Okay? Now, far as the factors of the content, those are the two that's within agreement. So I don't know where the walking Bible thrower decides to come from and think that he could be a third voice in somebody's situation and he never even or don't even exist. That's like a ghost speaking, right? But The point I'm making, if it had been the other way around, a person would have been online and they would have been basically antagonizing a person on what it was that they was going to do instead of doing it. Real people move in silence. Real people move in silence. Okay? You ain't gonna figure out what the fuck I'm doing to you until it's done. Hey, Upper. So once I make my move, the move is made. She's going to be in court for contempt in whatever the situation is. And the fat woken Bible thrower with the aluminum foil jewelry that be standing in the sun burning his neck is the one that's going to be the cause of it. Because how are you speaking on anything? What did you think that you was going to say to me that was going to go where? 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 And then they bring up the fact that Robert said, oh, well, show me a video with you taking your kids shopping. That wasn't a shot. That was the fucking truth. Because for 6 years, nigga, that's what I was doing. I was creating a home and a foundation. So now show me something that you can do. And I won't take nothing other than video proof. It don't matter where you go about doing it at, as long as you do it. We ain't seen it yet. We ain't seen it yet. So when you got people, right, like Upper, Lupac, Harmony, hey everybody, 2 Cent, Pimo, me, and a couple of fucking others that basically could go to the forefront and say, listen, this is this and this is that. Nobody ain't see this video. Like nobody didn't see this take place. Because we all seen another man taking care of that man's kids to the point that we thought that those was his kids, right? And if we talking about the factors of defending kids, how you gonna speak up for kids that you didn't even speak up for? Because you let this man punch your son in his chest as a form of discipline. So you mean to tell me as a father, you was actively in a situation and you felt it was healthy to allow your baby mother's current boyfriend, not husband, because the husband ain't never did no shit like that, right? Current boyfriend punch your son in the motherfucking chest, right? And we didn't see you online saying nothing like, yeah, motherfucker, when I catch you is up. Or, oh, let Jesus be with you. You want to sit and come online with your babies in the back. And you want to tell your son, well, listen, when a person know that they doing wrong and they acknowledge that they doing wrong, then they don't do wrong again. But for a person that don't learn, okay, what? Fuck that. What happened to where's that nigga at? Because I'm about to punch him in his chest. Like the same way you punch mine, I'm about to punch you. And I mean, this is real shit. But you want to sit there and talk about somebody that's not even talking about you because they didn't know that you exist. So Bree had a baby with the man. She knowingly knows. Yes. Yep. Sure enough, that man punched her boys in the punched her son in the chest. And I can't understand if there's a male in the situation that is their father, why would another man be having to punch on them if the own father shouldn't be punching on them? That's first of all. But if he's active, why would another person need to discipline somebody else's kid? Okay? Why the kids wasn't never punched in the chest when they was with Robert? That wasn't a story that was told. That came out of her mouth. They got into it. Also, he took the boy P5 back. He stole, if that's what she want to say, this man's shoes to go to school wearing some type of name brand situation. And she wound up paying this man $1,400 to give or to get or in place of the factors of her son wearing his shoes. So now, like Upper said, right? Because we're not gonna lose sight of what we here for. What did that narrative, far as the turtle and the kids, have anything to do with what we came here for? Absolutely nothing. Other than the fact is that a person don't like to be called on their shit, so they start deflecting. And then she got a crowd of deflecting cheerleaders that basically stands with her. And then you have people that choose to tag themselves into the situation just for the factors of a come up. I don't give a fuck how many motherfucking followers you got. Other than the last situation with Harmony Speaks, where a person helped her out that situation, shout out for that. Shout out for that though. And that's why people was giving a person props, right? But how many people unsubscribed to this person once they decided to come out and speak for this person because of the way that they chose to speak? And you came out dropping dick pics and talking about evictions and shit. So you not here for the factors of the knowledge or because you know anything. It's for the factors of a person needing something to basically talk about to, I guess, to pay for that motherfucking work they just got done on their body. I don't know. Because when you spend money, you got to replace the money that you spent. Okay? If he is abusive, is that abusive? That's Ike. He damn sure be trying to make Tina eat the cake. He told her, fuck her and them kids. That's right. He said, suck my dick, bitch. Fuck you and them kids. That's what he said. And then he tried to pull off in his car, and she thought she was going to stand in front of the car. And because she was holding baby Momo in her arms, she thought that that was going to stop the nigga from pulling off. And that didn't stop shit because her and Momo almost got hit. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Hey, Lisa Redlock. Hey, he abusive. That's right. Around, she needs to be very careful. This is crazy. If a man looks at my child wrong, we got a problem. Let's talk about it. Because fuck is you looking at my child for, period. When it comes to my motherfucking kids, a nigga better look at them just like Briana Osby in different motherfucking directions. Fuck is you for don't let me see no type of fucking focus. Them eyes better be playing the motherfucking swing-a-ling-a-ling, ting-a-ling-a-ling. And I'm dead serious. If we the people must have forgot, she came out saying the moose was her best friend. Yes, I did a video about that the other day. Make sure you go check it out. This is my best friend. She was in the mall on the phone, and she was arguing with Robert on the phone talk, and Robert was telling her at that time, listen, even though we are getting a divorce, we are not divorced yet. We are still down as business partners, just to be honest. So if you're going to be going out doing certain business, you have to let me know about it because that would be something that these people would have to pay for. On top of the factors of the way you coming out here doing things, you looking crazy. So she was like, oh, I'm doing pranks. I'm doing pranks. You ain't never want to do pranks. So I did pranks. I'm doing pranks with my best friend from my acting class. That's who she said he was. Her best friend from her acting class. And we all know that Jarnell is an up and comer to be forgotten, to be here, to be there, upcoming, whatever the fuck you want to call him. So his part in this whole situation could have just been an act the whole time. But back to what I was saying, she said it was her best friend, okay? And then the content started actually being telling. Because when you got a person out here grabbing your pussy and stuff like that in front of your kids, I don't think that that's the type of attention you get from your best friend. That's not even type of attention that you're supposed to get from the person you in a relationship with. Right. Hey, True Slayer. That and listen, I was in your live the other night. You was definitely right. People out here trying to go to jail or hell, and we ain't trying to visit either fucking one. It ain't never that serious, okay? Because even with the motherfuckers that's willing to go to jail and hell, True Slayer, it's still gonna be other people that's going to come out here and how can I say, recognize the truth, and they're going to tell it too. So what? She just gonna basically sit there and just be putting everybody that sees her for who she is in danger? That's called a serial killer. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. That's what that's called. She a 2025 serial killer. She plot on people, but she ain't the person that got the heart to go out there. She just tells the lie, and then other people follow the lie, and they create the kill. Mm-hmm. It's sad. Yes, to be or not to be, Raquel. Raquel, that's exactly what we gonna call him. The to be or not to be. She said that was her best friend. He was an actor. She met him in acting class or whatever. Whatever happened to them acting classes? I guess the same thing that happened with everything else. Okay, a person that's not consistent don't know how to be consistent. The only thing that she consistently does is lie. Okay, she had a story about the pistols and the pit bulls. Then she got the choke in the tote, and then she had the molded butter, the spit, the fuck you and the kids, the suck my dick, the I'm dra. It's a host of things. It's a host of things. And I'm gonna just tell you the truth. Only reason we know that those stories about the moose is true is because even though they came from Bree, they didn't come from Bree. That was her within her privacy moments of her actually being truthful to somebody that she didn't feel or whatever the case may be. That's the only time you catch her telling the truth, right? Is when she don't know she telling. I mean, period. But anyway, in those messages, what she was saying, all the shit that a person said to her, she didn't know that those messages was gonna make it to the internet. So she didn't tell her story in that case. Her story was told for her, and it just so happened to go along with, "Hey Jackie," with everything that we already knew. We already knew that this nigga was knocking her between the washing machine and the dryer. So when those bombs dropped, boom, 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 it wasn't like, oh my God. It was like, we knew it. We knew it. Okay. The one thing that you thought you wasn't gonna come out here and speak about was the one thing that spoke fucking volumes. Because when you thinking that you speak in volumes, the only thing that we hear is mute. Because we know that you lying, boo boo. The story that the pistols and the pit bulls possibly could be a lie because we know how you try to go about destroying people. But if aluminum foil jury want to sit there and act like he want to stand up for somebody, he need to be standing up for himself because that's something that need to be corrected. You got all type of motherfucking people out here creating a narrative like this man is about something and he ain't did shit. Ain't on shit, can't tell. Me, her, and Clown wasn't. Yeah, they was. They was. And I'm gonna tell you, you can tell when she seen that Robert was sick and them this, that, and the third, she probably thought, forgive me, that man was on his way up out of here, okay? And for one, Jonelle is young and dumb, just like her. Okay, and when you not ready to be a wife because you used to being a whore, okay? Because you used to being a whore, then you're gonna match what matches your energy. He's a whore, she's a whore. I mean, like, he's just still whoring while he's supposedly with her. And obviously, he took her across wherever the fuck they went for her to be whoring too. Like, he was her pimp, taking her across the continent naked and shit. Because that's all the fuck they went to do is do non-essential, non-important fucking content of her naked. It's like he was basically letting her put the product out there because I'm confused. We're selling ad like she's selling ass now. Like it done got that bad. Them Facebook checks done got that low that a person does. Like you ain't even start at Feet Finder. Like you just jump straight out the fucking woodwork and say, listen, you want to spend some cash. I want to show this ads. Right. It was that type of timing. Because like I said, a man that respect you is not going to, not for nothing, put himself in a situation with you with certain situations like you being fucking naked with your kids. If that's who you was with, you was on a family trip. If that's the case, if you go somewhere with man and child, that's consistent of a family outing. You wasn't on a girl trip with your girlfriends. You know, like when you with your homegirls, you like, I'm outside. We outside, right? You be outside when you with your homegirls, but you not gonna be with a moose. And what they say is the turtles that we were supposedly disrespecting, and you just gonna be naked. Like you, the whole like you couldn't spend the other $9.99 for the rest of the material. Like you couldn't. Then you like you showing body. No, your nigga hips is wider than yours. That is her content. She's selling pussy right in front of us. I mean, she is the content. She's the market, and that's the way a person is allowing her to market herself. Because my thing is, she was on the internet for 6 years. We ain't never seen her the way that we see her now. We ain't never seen her with that lesser clothes on. And the person could say, oh, it's because a person tried or attempt to control them. But no, it made a person have what a person did, what Robert did, was have a person have class about herself. And that's why she's out here fucking reckless. Like the actions that she choose to create. That was a throw a rock and hide your hand situation. You want to drop that motherfucking list to make it seem like people was poking and shit and doing and saying shit that they actually fucking wasn't. Because if we're gonna be honest, if you want to be real about it, he didn't never even say that your motherfucking kids looked it like fucking turtles. People like to turn something around and make it into what it is that they want it to be. People need to listen, and listening is fundamental, baby, because a person said people want to get something new, and now all of a sudden I gotta want to be recording you. I don't know what the fuck you got. I don't know what the fuck you got in your car, and that's absolutely fucking right. A person never said, oh, them baby turtles. No, no. But anything to try to make people or person look in the wrong, like, oh shit, look what they said. Look what they did. No, you're going to hear what you want to hear just because you want it to look or sound that way. Hey, Favor. Hey, Tay. That finger was shaking because she lying. Dead ass. Then she got people with uneven ankles that ain't got nothing to do but have time to lie. They retired now. So when you retire, you ain't got time on nothing but time on your hands to sit around. So she sit around and she sprawl lies out all over the internet to deflect the factors of the truth, because I think that they're actually a bunch of lint lickers, right? And in their mind, if they could just taste Brie one time, baby, they possibly would be happy. But being that they only can live vicariously and have a friendship with her through the internet, and that's as close as they will ever get, then I'm confused. Because what else would be the reason? The way they gawk and grow over this girl be crazy for me. And for you to be that old and be that obsessed, it's sickening. It's definitely sickening. Hey, cat. It's definitely sickening. It doesn't look fucking healthy, because you would think that the older would be the ones to advise. I don't give a fuck. They say people over here, oh, them women over there 40 and 50 years. And yes, and we telling the motherfucking truth. Unbeknownst to the shit that y'all sitting over there doing, I'm confused. I wouldn't even want, and I'm just that type of energy connected to me. For one, I'm somebody's fucking grandmother. I am somebody's grandmother, okay? And you supposed to lead by example. And I don't give a fuck. All money is not good money, okay? And you're not going to see me compromising myself, my family, and putting myself in situations just for a couple of dollars, honey. And when it comes down to older people or older person, you would expect for more wisdom to play a part. But there's no whiz. It's just a lot of dumb. It's a lot of dumb. It's just a lot of dumb. For real. I think the water done went from that bitch ankles to her brain, because she really be believing the shit that she say. She's obsessed with both parties. She's obsessed with the male and the female in the situation. The only reason why you would be mad at the male is because he did something that you will never be able to do. And that's be with Brie. Okay? We ain't gonna talk about, okay, first of all, because let's get into it. We ain't gonna talk about how a person invited Fee to their crib, and that ass was a thing. That was the whole focal point. They thought like they was gonna get drunk up in there and try to fuck her. I mean, that's what I was thinking, because Fee had on that white. I remember the outfit like it was yesterday. Yep, I sure do. And you know, a person is about 3 feet tall, so they was about at the ass height, like right at ass height. And the whole focus of the conversation and the infatuation was the factors of a person's ass. So my thing is, I'm not gonna never not be able to compliment another woman, because that goes to show the non-insecurity that you have within yourself. You should always be comfortable enough with yourself to be able to compliment somebody else. Do you understand? If a bitch look good, I'm gonna let her know, listen, you looking good. If not, then I don't have to say anything at all. But for a person to sit there and make that the whole chop of the conversation, then I'm confused, because you was basically eating her ass through her white. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. You was. So I think we have some undercover lint lickers. And being that they will never be able to fuck Robert, or they will never be able to fuck Bree, they just mad at anybody that falls in between. And for the ones that is not in the same position, they just basically trying to get some. Everybody didn't have attention all their life. Some people were not important growing up, even though everybody is supposed to be important. But some people definitely got overlooked. Okay, so now when you in a situation where people are saying your name due to the factors of you being a part of particular situation, you want to make sure that you keep continuing to do dumb shit to stay relevant. Okay, like showing up in a Walmart parking lot with a chrome dress on with a stain on it and paying $1,000 to look like a fucking fool. And these is the people that people choose to listen to defend some. And I mean, listen, like I said, you could be in a hole and see the truth, right? She was on the trip with them. Yo, I'm dead. She wish she was. Yes, she was. They was in the rest like, and she, bitch, your feet is sitting there swinging in the game chair as you getting excited looking at the next bitch. That is a fucking sickness. And me personally, people that get into the content creator business, and I'm gonna be honest, see, I almost was late for this live because I done started going back. I do the content creator groups, I do the self-love groups, and I also do the one-on-ones. And it be interesting the people that you meet. It's not social media, it's the people that's allowed on social media, right? And when people are allowed on social media, unfortunately, these are the type of people that you will get to come across. She was, what to say? Dang, I dropped out the bushes. Tay got me on the floor. Hey, hot and spicy. No, for real. So when you got people that didn't get attention and need to stand out, they're gonna do whatever the fuck they can do to stay relevant, be relevant, or have some type of relevancy. Because I'm just gonna be honest, what was people doing before this situation? Because as a content creator, I tell all my people that I do classes with. That's the point that I was getting to. If you're going to do this job, you have to operate off of logic and not emotion. Okay, it's never supposed to be an emotional attachment to the subject that you are speaking on, because your emotions will come into play and your decision making will be altered, baby. And that's why you had a person out here deep diving, making up different pitches and shit to try to cover up something that had something to do with somebody else. Not even like how, but that goes to show you how Bree hang people. You was willing to put that bitch ankles at risk. Yes, them fucking heavy ass ankles at risk. She got fucking elephantitis of the ankles. I'm sure of it. And with that elephantitis of the ankles, Bree know that lady can't take gel. She know that lady can't take fucking jail. So why the fuck would you have this lady doctoring up some shit that she could possibly get, how can I say, prosecuted with? And that's endangerment. That's ankle endangerment. You put that lady motherfucking ankles in danger. You don't really care about the people that be looking out for you, do you? Hmm? Huh? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no motherfucking way. You went and got a to be here, to be there, a to be there, a to be everywhere, um, half-ass actor to become your next nigga to try to replace the nigga that you lost. You might as well have just went and got ankles. You might as well have just went and got ankles. Nigga, I'm telling you, if she put the goatee and it, her and Robert could be, she could look like Robert a little bit. They got the same complexion. She want to be him. She was something. So at least you would have been able to be in a position, but you probably don't like people with fat ankles. She knows she's not your type. So to try to play somebody's friend, that was the only way in. Okay. Yes, ankle danger. She put them fucking ankles in danger. You gonna tell that old ass lady to come out here and drop some shit that you know is illegal. That shit was illegal, homie. It was illegal. You know that lady ankles ain't good enough to be serving nobody motherfucking time. Did y'all see? And I listen, I be in the bushes a lot. Did y'all see? Listen, people be trying to laugh at situations that they be going through, but they actually be a little worried because anytime you got to leave your home and go to a courtroom due to the factors of any of this shit that's online, it shows that the people that you are dealing with have a sickness, because especially when they're bragging on it. But let's get to the factors of, did you not see a person having to drag their ankles into the fucking courtroom? It's like when they holding the camera, you hear them say something, then you hear the foot drag. Shh, 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 shh. It's a struggle out here. It's a struggle out here. It's a struggle out here. And anytime people are willing to put elderly ankles at fucking risk, that shows they don't care. Okay? And then why the fuck will we waste our time arguing with somebody that's speaking 2 to 3 different languages at one motherfucking time? You got it. I'm not going to take away from my content to try to decode somebody motherfucking speech, because I'm going to have to put that shit in Google in 3 different translation diaries. Like, wait, what she said? What she said? Because I'm telling you, there's no S's, R's, or motherfucking T's. So the whole thing is that they be out there motherfucking listening to this lady every night to hear Morse code. Okay, because it sounds like she doing Morse code. Whoa, 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 Briana. What? So you mean to tell me we arguing with ankles, we would be not the fuck me? No, I would never. Whatever they said it is, they got it. It's just bad that that's the type of people that she got actually defending her, actually coming out here standing on what they think they feel, I guess, is ankles, right? But them shits done disappeared so long ago. That need 304 gonna need a cane or a wheelchair in the Oh my God, the comments be commenting. Latte always make me laugh until I'm choking. Listen, Truth Slayer. I know when she walked into that courtroom for Miss White, y'all heard the motherfucking shoes dragging and them ankles dragging behind it. Them shits was like, shh, shh, shh. Ain't no motherfucking way. I'm not arguing with you. You struggling already. You Robert not taking none of these motherfuckers to court because he don't want to see none of these crazy motherfuckers in person. He already got to meet one. That was enough. And he's still paying for that shit till today. Still. 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 Oh my God. It is sleepy full. Why she is in it's his own motherfucking fault with his sassy aluminum foil jewelry wearing ass. It's his motherfucking fault that she in content, and it's her motherfucking fault too. Cause he tried to run out there and play Captain Superhero, but he's really a Captain fucking Super Weirdo. And now one weirdo to another done got the other weirdo in some shit. And that's how listen. She going to have a heart attack when she's not able to talk about Robert. And listen, she almost had a motherfucking heart attack when Bree came out here and said, "Mind your motherfucking business. Bitch, I don't need you to defend me. You ain't listen to that. Ain't no bitch gonna ever come out here like that and talk to me like that in front of the fucking world." Okay, she said it in fucking world. It wasn't in group text. It wasn't in the back end. It wasn't in the other end, the side pocket. She said that shit mainstream for many and multiple people to hear. Bitch, mind your motherfucking business. Now, mind you, if one of them over there tell us to mind our motherfucking business, it's a privilege for us to come out here and put more of her business out, if you understand what I'm saying. Because why would I mind my business when there's so much business? That doesn't make sense. But for me to be defending a motherfucker and they come out and tell me, mind my mother, oh, bitch, you ain't got to never worry about me to defend you no motherfucking more. Oh no. And she was coming out here saying her slick shit like, yeah, because she was making it known I don't like Jonelle. And She said, mind your motherfucking business. Bitch, you ain't mind your business yet. And she was heartbroken, okay? That's the only thing that made her take a break from them or off the motherfucking ankles is when Bree internet broke up with her. Their internet relationship was over. Everything that she held dear to her, she felt she had lost in that very moment. Like, what, girl? I love you. You just gonna talk to me like this? Yes, mind your motherfucking business. That's what she said. That's fancy thick hits. Yep. Well, shit, his hips done spread further than Bree's. Hers is disappearing and his is speeding up. But they both walking around with the sunken face right now, Harmony. They look dehydrated. They need to drink some water. They eyes is baggy. They bone structure sticking up out their face. He out here looking like JJ from motherfucking whatchamacallit. Hey now. With them fucking press-on sideburns. I don't know where the fuck he got them quick weave sideburns from, but he need to take them shits back. Okay? Them quick weave fucking stick-ons. And I tell you, I'm about to call your phone and the other phone gonna ring and you just gonna be on live with me. It ain't gonna stop. You just gonna be my co-star. Like, girl, you seen them fucking ankles, right? Them just got different pressure points, honey. Yes, they got a level A and a level B, nigga. Like, yes, they do. And they go according to a person mood. Like, how you got mood ankles? You know how they used to have the mood rings and shit? She got mood ankles. She come out here. Oh, hey, baby. Oh, my God, y'all. All my kids is here. I'm excited. Hey. Hi, TJ. Wait, you snuck up on your grandma. Hey, y'all. Oh, my God. Oh, they can't see me. No, but they can see me. The camera always come on. Oh, my God. Y'all made me so happy. It's all of y'all at one time. Hi, buddy. Hi, grandbaby. Oh, God, y'all ain't hear me cussing, right? We heard you in the car. Y'all ain't hear me cussing. We heard you in the car. We was watching you and heard you. Oh, Lord, I'm sorry. I wasn't cussing. I was just saying how people got, they got, you got, you heard that story about them girls? Oh, in the car? Yes. Robin, I said my mother gonna talk about me. And yes, I am going to. I'm happy you know it because that was dangerous. I do that, Mom. No, I just got mad excited, y'all. Y'all don't even understand. Hi, Bucky. She goes crazy when she sees me. Yeah. You know, you are everything. And everything is you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There we go. Birthday boy. I'm gonna have to go, y'all. I love y'all like cook food, but Tay got to go be a mother because mommy, they all here. Oh, you got your phone fixed, baby? I'm so excited. But make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all support. Stay away from dangerous ankles. It's not safe in the streets, okay? If you see some ankles coming, run, Forrest, run, Forrest, run. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all drop down in the comments what y'all thought about this live. And support your girl Latte World. And I appreciate all my loyal Tays and my loyal babies. Your girl Tay is I'm going to be a mother. Listen, hey y'all. Hey. Ouch. Sorry. Ooh.